Yesterday, you started your news conference by saying that there was no place for racism in Ontario. I tweeted it out, and instantly my feed lit up with people pointing out that your government cut anti-racism funding and has also been very slow to respond for calls to collect race-based data on communities that are impacted by COVID-19. Many people, not all, don't feel that you have done enough to address the racism issue in this province and the disparities amongst groups and how they are hit harder than others.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the funding. First of all, we support the funding to a tune of $5 million, Cynthia, and they didn't spend $200,000 one year, so we kept it the same. We didn't cut it. They didn't use it. So, but by no means are we out there cutting it. We're actually going to enhance it, and I won't tolerate for a second any racism, no matter if it's a black community or any minority community. Never have, never will, and I'll come down hard on anyone who goes out there and talks about derogatory remarks about any community. I don't care who it is. I'll come down like a ton of bricks on them, because we have the most multicultural province jurisdiction anywhere probably in North America, but I won't tolerate it whatsoever, not for a second.
Okay, and would you care to weigh in on how U.S. President Donald Trump is handling the crisis that they are facing right now? Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was asked, and there was a very long pause. Is this something that no Canadian politician wants to be honest about?
Well, it's not honest. I'm honest. I don't have time. I'm being 100% honest. I don't have time to watch the news. I just don't. I'm on the phone till 11, 12 o'clock at night, going 100 miles an hour, and I'm worried about Ontario. That's what I'm concerned about. They have their issues. There's no doubt they have their issues in the U.S. and they have to fix their issues. But it's like night and day compared to Canada and the U.S. I'm proud to be Canadian. I'm proud to be the Premier of Ontario, and I know Canadians just won't tolerate it, and I won't tolerate it, and I'm sure every leader in this province won't tolerate it. So again, good luck to them, and hopefully they can straighten out their problems. And thank God that we're different than the United States, and we don't have the systemic, deep roots they have had for years. When I went down to the U.S., spent 20 years back and forth building the company down there, I said the difference between the U.S. and Canada, for the most part, we get along. We all live beside each other. We work together. We share communities. We go shopping. And so, believe me, it's night and day on when it comes to Canada and the U.S. I'm proud to be Canadian.
Last question.